Now, from the search for a better understanding in Europe to the intercultural dialogue with the Arabic world. Especially in times of terrorist attacks and war, this dialogue becomes ever more important. Everyone calls for it, but hardly anyone can say what it should be like. The writer Amal Al Jubouri is a pioneering woman. This Iraqi poet who fled to Germany has become an important mediator between German and Arabic literature, fighting prejudice on both sides and promoting her culture in Germany.
Rehearsing for an unusual poetry reading. Poems by Amal Al Jubouri and by Günter Grass are sung in Arabic. The two writers were calling for an Arab-German dialogue long before the latest war in Iraq.
The West, or if you will, the Occident, is different from us. And at the same time, we have to understand these differences.
In Berlin, she quickly built up a German-Arab network. Her greatest success is an Arab-German literary magazine called The Divan that publishes well-known authors from both cultures.
When I was in Iraq, I could express my thoughts, my ideas, my feelings in my native tongue. At the moment, in exile, my greatest loss is language.
Finally, Al Jubouri was able to return to her home city Baghdad for the first time in 6 years. She's also a TV journalist and captured her impressions in a documentary film. She's currently working with a translator to produce a German version. From Berlin to Baghdad is a very emotional film. In the Iraqi capital, Al Jubouri explores the background of the looting in the museums and the National Library. She says this was a barbaric act, and she can't imagine who was responsible.
Back then, we were here every day with our colleagues and our friends. It was a paradise for us, despite the regime. But what do we see now? All we see is ruins.
With such a long film made by an Iraqi, you can't overlook the pain that also plays a role in the film. She's a filmmaker and someone directly affected by events at the same time, and you feel it throughout the film.
It's a shame that the press here and everywhere portrayed the Iraqi people as if they were all Ali Baba. Ali Baba is synonymous with robbers and thieves, and it's not the truth.
Al Jubouri wants to reveal another side of her homeland. With Günter Grass, she reads her poem, Veils of Religions.
Warum hast du uns getrieben?
لماذا سحبتنا؟
Uns, wie wir alle den einen bekennen,
نحن الموحدين.
Uns deinetwegen zu zerstreiten.
فيك إلى الاختلاف، لماذا؟
Und warum hast du uns so viele Gestalten angenommen?
ولماذا تعددت فينا؟ لماذا؟
Und bist doch der Einzige, eine?
وأنت الواحد الأحد، لماذا؟
Now my heart has divided itself between Germany and Iraq. My homeland is now here and there.
The lyrics of this song reflect the poignancy of the evening. Baghdad, 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 your people love you barbarically.
أهلك يحبوك حبا بربريا